Hey champs in the making, welcome to the Dex, the weekly trivia and battle strategy show featuring a new Pokemon each week. I'm Freediver Alex.
I'm PokeKellz, and this week I think I hear something.
So strap in and get your Bayou flippers out of the attic, cause...
Shut up and listen, do you hear that?
What?
A weird ticking sound.
No! It's that crocodile! The one that took me hand! Don't let him get me, Shmee! Don't let him get me, Shmee!
Why, scared of a little croc captain?
It's Feraligatr! Oh, I'm hyped today, guys. Feraligatr is one sick addition to the Pokemon franchise, and I've been a fan since his appearance as a water starter in Generation 2.
Me too, he rules. Standing at 7 foot 7 inches, Feraligatr is the tallest of all final forms of his water starter buddies. And he also takes the cake for being the most intimidating of the bunch.
I'll say, while normally slow moving, Feraligatr can move alarmingly fast and uses his speed to ambush Pokemon and bite hard with his powerful jaws.
Though it is often pictured on 2 legs, it actually is quite heavy and has trouble supporting its weight out of water. When on land, the only time it stands is to fight. Man, what a killer croc.
Whoa, did you just say killer crocodile? As if, girlfriend, it's Feraligatr, like feral alligator. Hello.
What are you being?
That reminds me though, Feraligatr's name was so long that it didn't fit the character limit of Gen 2, so they left out the O in Gator. So hell.
That's true, though in Japanese the name's Ordile, which means king crocodile. Wait a minute, that's a direct contradiction. He can't be an alligator and a crocodile at the same time, so what is he?
Why don't you let us tell you about it?
Stop doing that, it's time for animal influences.
I'm fine, you guys.
Okay, maybe I'm just doing this ridiculous segment today because it's a big pet peeve of mine that people can't tell alligators from crocodiles. Feraligatr doesn't help the issue either, as his name uses elements of the word alligator and crocodile depending on the translation. So we gotta go with what our eyes tell us to figure him out.
Let's get some background info on Crocs v Gators first. The biggest difference is in the face. Alligators have wide, rounded snouts, while crocodiles have a more pointed, V-shaped snout.
The way their jaws match up is also specific to species. Alligators have more of an overbite, meaning their teeth are visible nearly always from the upper jaw and point down. Crocodiles have more of a straight bite, meaning the teeth stick up and down in a wicked smile.
Alligators are heavy set and have a lot of extra body mass, while crocodiles look a bit more slim and muscular.
Knowing these things, let's go over Feraligatr's design.
Feraligatr has teeth that stick up as well as down, so that's 1 point for crocodile.
He's got a large, thick body, so that's 1 for alligator.
The nose is a bit tricky though, because it's drawn differently in the sprite art from generation to generation. The official Ken Sugimori artwork depicts a short, wide snout that ends in a V shape, and honestly, I think this one is too close to call. Point for both.
Finally, the lack of ridges on his hind legs points to alligator, though that could just be an artistic choice.
So, based on our list, the answer is clear. Say it on 3.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Alligator.
Cayman.
What did you just say?
You heard me, Internet. I reject both answers and offer a third. It's not cheating, it's a twist.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
No, doofus, I have evidence. First, the teeth of the cayman, much like crocodiles, point both upward and downward.
The body splits the difference between croc and gators, so a muscular cayman would check out just fine, too.
The cayman snout is short and wide, yet also pointed at the end. 3 for 3.
And lacking ridges on the feet is the final piece. Case closed.
But just because you're not convinced yet, the nail in the coffin is the size of these beasts. The average size of the male crocodile is 14.5 feet. Male alligators average 13.25 feet, but the cayman is a smaller 7.25 feet, within inches of Feraligatr's official 7 foot 7 frame. Boom! I am the king of the jungle.
A cayman. Huh. I guess that would also explain why Totodile's French name is Caymanus. I still think you misled us on purpose though, so you could do a big reveal.
What can I say? I'm the Hermione Granger of Pokemon.
Ooh, big words.
Don't you mean big jaw, as in Feraligatr's big jaw that he uses to battle with so effectively? Why don't you tell us about that?
So sassy.
Pokemon.
In honor of the hidden ability Johto starters that are available right now through Pokemon Bank, I'm going over a strategy for Alligator with Sheer Force, which before this event was impossible to get in the game. Get one and make sure it's jolly.
Sheer Force increases the power of moves by 30% at the cost of removing their secondary effects, like flinch or status chance. Because of that, you have got to give him a life orb.
Since Sheer Force removes effects that happen after attacking, you get the additional 30% boost to your attacks, but you won't lose the health that Life Orb usually takes. It's the perfect crime.
Put EVs in attack and speed and use moves that have those secondary effects, like Waterfall, Crunch, and Ice Punch. Lastly, put Dragon Dance on him to boost that attack and speed to ultimate carnage. Simple.
Of course, that's not the only way to train a Feraligatr, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
If you still want to run a Feraligatr with Torrent for some reason, Earthquake and Aqua Jet are both great move options that don't synergize well with Sheer Force, but cover a lot of Torrent Feraligatr's weaknesses.
If you use Earthquake on a Sheer Force Feraligatr, the Life Orb will take help from you, so instead, use Bulldoze, which will prevent that effect and hit just as hard with the boost.
You can always swap out Dragon Dance for Sword Stance if you find that you don't need the extra speed. More power!
And that's it. The gator that surprised us all by having the heart of a caiman.
What does that even mean?
If you like our show, please subscribe, and if you love our show and want to show your support, check out Patreon at patreon.com/thatonevideogamer. Links in the description.
Your name could be in our credits, not to mention exclusive access to streams and other incentives. Until next time, I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm Freediver Alex. Tune in next week for a lightning fast episode of
The Dex.
What's the one? What was the video where it was like...
Got me right on my nose. I don't know.
It was like one of those like Shmuyoho, but it was like you gotta go moo. Ah! It's like something like that. All right, whatever. Let's just do this.
Put EVs in attack and speed and use moves that have those secondary effects like Waterfall, Crunch, and Ice Punch. Not excited enough about those.
It's time for animal influences.
I'm fine, you guys.